Alright, so this is Horror Drunk episode number 6.
6?
We're up to 6 already. For this episode, we are reviewing the Bloodsucking Redneck Vampires.
Yeah. Long-time Horror Drunk reviewers will remember. In episode 2, we reviewed The Seekers. In episode 3, we did some viewer mail from a man named Joe Sherlock who saw our review of Seekers and mentioned that he was the director of photography for the movie and a bunch of it was shot in his house, etc., and promised to send us movies. Send us movies, he did.
Written and directed by Joe Sherlock, who sent it to us. Very eager to have us review this, although I don't know why, because we're usually not very complimentary. Basically, vampires infiltrate a very redneck town.
Yeah, Backwash, I think is the name of the town.
Backwash.
Backwash, they are.
Yeah. One of the few little tidbits that the movie did have that I was super excited about. There's a redneck midget.
I love the midget.
That is awesome.
The midget was totally cool. Yeah, he was the highlight of the movie for me.
Yeah.
We're ranking him on mullets.
Oh yeah. We've decided to go with the redneck theme. Gotta go with mullets.
Yeah, of course.
Full, business in the front, party in the back. So, first off, we're gonna go nudity.
We were browsing the menus on the DVD. One of the menus has nudity. Yep, and then you press play, and play the movie, and within a minute or two, boobs and a this close to a lesbian scene.
Real close.
Which was awesome. It was 4 sets total, right?
4 sets, 3 of them which were pretty good. One which I really wish I could forget.
One of the boobs we'd seen before.
Exactly, because she was in The Seekers.
Yeah.
She played the cheating wife at the beginning.
Oh, it didn't ruin the boobs for me, but there it was.
Yeah, the awful boobs we're referring to is a huge, giant, fat lady, but, I'll be scarred for life. It was horrifying. So I'm going to go 1 mullet on this, as far as nudity goes.
I'll give it 1.5 because the shower scene was pretty excellent, and that chick was totally hot. That chick was totally an 8.5 or 9.
That's true.
Blood and gore. I feel like this is an appropriate time to touch on the fact that this is not really a horror in the true sense of the word. Not like the other ones we've reviewed. This is more horror comedy, and if you had to break it down into a genre, comedy. I'm kind of disappointed to the horror fans, but I guess we should have guessed that from the title. I was expecting more like a trauma flick, I guess, where just every part of it is gratuitous and hilarious and funny.
There wasn't anything fantastic. I mean, there was blood, the blood that was there. Oh, you're like, oh, that's blood. So I mean, you're good with it.
Yeah.
But nothing that really caught your eye a whole lot. So I'm gonna go for a 2.
I was gonna go exactly 2, mostly because of the scene with the aforementioned fat lady, and the basic head explosion, little chunks of brain and stuff on the floor.
That wasn't too bad.
Hilarious and also gross and bloody, which sort of my thing.
Yeah.
Gross and bloody.
Special effects.
Special effects. 5, baby.
This movie.
5 mullets.
This movie excelled in special effects.
It did its job, man. You always knew what was going on. I thought they were great. I thought that they fit the theme and the style of the movie to a T. If the special effects were too good, I probably would have been pissed off. I'd have been like, why didn't they spend their money on better cameras and actors?
I have to agree with Tim. As much as I did harp on them while we were watching the movie and stuff, it was kind of one of those, well, these special effects, that's perfect for this movie.
Yeah.
They don't need to be great.
They were hilarious. From
the
chick that got burned up in the tanning salon to the dude that got burned up in the bathtub with holy water.
The guy that burst into flames outside.
That's true, I forgot about the guy that burst into flames. That was so funny. Totally, I'm going 5 mullets.
Are you really going 5?
I'm going 5, dude. What could they have done better?
No, alright, since you're being so considerate, I'll go 4.5. I'll go a good 4.5.
And death scenes.
I would say the death scenes were not spectacular in this movie. There was maybe 1 or 2 that you could really point out as great.
Yeah, again, that wasn't the focus of this movie. This movie was more of a comedy than a horror. And so the death scenes were more funny, I guess. There was 2 vampires that died via some bizarre Rube Goldberg-esque type series of events where a wooden stake got plunged into their heart. Kind of funny, not at all the kind of death scenes that you see in like a common horror movie. I mean, it wasn't like a slasher movie.
The head explosion was pretty good.
The head explosion was awesome. The dude catching on fire outside. Thank you for reminding me. That was hilarious. Was great. But yeah, when the vampire killer started actually coming in and killing vampires, it was mainly just, you know,
it was
just
campy.
Basic camp.
Death scenes overall, I'd go a good 4.
I would go 4 for the same reason is that, you know, if this was a horror, it failed in the death scenes. But this is a comedy with some horror elements, so you gotta appreciate that. And I'll give it a good 4.
So let's go overall.
Overall, a solid 3 out of 5.
I was gonna say maybe 3.5.
It clocks in at nearly 2 hours. I mean, an hour and 50 minutes or so. And frankly, that was too long. The joke wore thin. It wore out. But I still enjoyed it. It was a good campy movie. I've had 5 beers. If I'd had maybe 9, I'd have been laughing through the whole thing. I wouldn't want it to be over.
Okay. I would say this is one of those movies that it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put this on, have some beers, and laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
And that's all we wanted. And I mean, come on. Redneck midgets. Need I say more?
You gotta get it for the redneck midgets if nothing else.
Seriously.
But we want to thank Joe Sherlock for sending it to us, Joe Sherlock.
Definitely.
That was great. You can check his site out at drsquid.net, as well as order the movie if you guys are interested in that. And you should be. You should get this movie. It's hilarious.
Totally buy it. It's like $12. That's
worth
not that bad.
It's worth $12. Viewer mail?
We'll do some viewer mail?
Let's do some
viewer mail. All right.
Let's do it.
On Gmail, the actual address, we actually got a couple people that directly emailed us, which is surprising. Just a kind of a general comment from Flapjack Bandit.
Oh, yes, sir.
He said, "Hey guys, keep up the good work. You're saving me gobs of time watching crappy horror movies so I don't have to. I have a request from my friend Dub. Could you review a movie with the word dead or death in the title? Something like Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Also, bottom up, boys. It makes the show more interesting if at least one of you has a good slur going. Peace out."
At least one of us slurs somewhere during the episode. The slurs are usually cut out. Sometimes they're left in.
Yeah, sometimes we put them at the end because they're fun.
But have you seen Let's Scare Jessica to Death?
No, I have not.
Have you really? Oh.
I probably should.
They used to play that on Fox when I was just a lad. And it was, I don't remember much of the movie, but I remember it scaring the crap out of me.
Also from Gmail,
Yeah.
Jay from San Diego. We're going countrywide, baby. Says, "Hey guys, enjoy the videos each week. But what's up with all the beer bottles? Can't you class it up a little? I want to throw up watching you drink all that nasty Bud Light."
This show's not about class, dude.
No.
We rank movies on nudity, blood, and gore.
Maybe next week we'll show up in smoking jackets, martinis, pipes,
Ascots?
ascots,
Something velvety?
something velvety. Jaunty fella from LiveJournal said, "I really like this show," talking about us, and I'm not even sure why. I hate horror movies.
Oh man,
If you hate horror movies, this is the show for you.
the wrong show. But thank you. I mean, I guess that's a compliment.
Sort of a backhanded
Thank you.
compliment, but
Thank you,
yeah,
Jaunty
yeah,
fella.
I'll take it. Doug from Monsters A Go-Go.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote to us and said, "Hey guys, just wanted to send you an email and give you a thumbs up on what you're doing. I've watched a few of the shows you have up, and I like them." There was some dots in there, so he paused.
Yeah.
He paused. So
that was just too enthusiastic. I don't know what to say. It was warms my heart that somebody could be so enthusiastic about our shows. That's great.
yeah, he's a good guy.
No, Monsters A Go-Go's great. We link to them from horrorjunk.net now. They support the show, and that's great. Good for them, and good for us.
Great for us.
Speaking of the website, it's up and running now, and a little bit prettier than it's been in the past, but fully functional. There's still some work to be done on it, but fully functional, and you should visit horrorjunk.net. There's a little link to subscribe now via iTunes. Click that, please. I beg of you, because if you do, then we get ranked higher in popularity, and then we get more viewers, and
everything turns out fantastic.
Horror Junk number 6, signing off. This is Tim.
This is Brian.
And we watch crappy horror movies, so you don't have to.
Fantastic episode.
Alright. Are we cheersing?
I don't know.
You looked at me like you expected something, Wolford. I got nothing to give you.
No.
Yeah,
There's like boobs.
Visit it horror.